been still attending the church. I took my kids; they all enjoyed it. I went back this past weekend by myself and showed up late as usual. But it was a good message. It was getting past rejection, and that's something that I never really processed in my life because I just the way the pastor put it, he said you hold on to something when someone rejects you or someone leaves you, and you see an empty seat at the table. But rather than seeing an empty seat, you should see an open seat for someone who belongs in your life or someone who needs to be in your life. And that perspective alone sat with me the better course of the day, probably like 12 hours. I was sitting there thinking about that, about all the people that we let into our lives, and then when they let us down, we're faced with the option of like to be mad about it or to try to get back at them. But sometimes it's